Laptops with 2 graphics cards are few and far between, but they tend to catch the eye when they enter the scene. Such is the case with the Aorus X9 $3,799, a high-end gaming laptop carrying dual NVIDIA GTX 1070s. It's expensive, but slimmer than similarly powered laptops, and has some high-end features like a 4K display, mechanical LED keys, 2 SSDs, and 32 GB of memory. It's certainly not the most cost-effective option, and I have some qualms about the keyboard, battery, and card complications, but it's extremely effective for 1080p and 1440p gaming, and can do the job in 4K as well. Design and build-wise, the X9 is solid, and even though the deck is plastic, it doesn't feel cheap or flimsy, while the aluminum lid has a premium feel. The EON17's bezier design isn't for me, while the EON17-X is, conversely, the ERY plane. There's often a battle between show your power aesthetics and too much restraint in laptops of this class, and the X9 is somewhere in between. It has some personality in its design, but isn't over the top with it, even if there are southeastern influences going on. Aorus touts the X9 as the thinnest laptop with a true mechanical keyboard. The keys are individually backlit, and included software allows you to fairly easily alter the effects and colors of each, as well as the chassis lighting. The left bar can be used to show the battery level, as well as the GPU and CPU usage or temperature, a novel if not the most useful feature. There are preset effects for the whole keyboard, including the music mode that will pulse the chassis lighting to the beat of any music playing out of the laptop. The laptop's quad speakers do speakers and woofers are up to blasting those tunes, with loud and clear audio quality. The 17.3-inch screen is a 4K, in-plane switching IPS panel with solid clarity and color vibrancy. It's not an especially eye-catching screen, and the matte finish dulls the picture somewhat, but it's still sharp. In most laptops, a 4K screen is something of a waste for gaming, as the graphics hardware can achieve smooth frame rates at that resolution, but the X9 can make decent use of it with the dual cards, as you'll see in the testing section below. Outside of gaming, you get the 4K screen for watching movies or TV as long as you have the native 4K content, which is one reason other laptops include it in the first place. Internal storage is fast and plentiful in the form of 2 512GB NVMe SSDs. They're not arranged in a RAID setup, showing up instead as 2 separate drives. Additionally, you can remove the X9's bottom panel and insert your own hard drive to an open bay, keeping the speedy storage but adding a few terabytes of room, if you need it. That should put gamers concerned with large installation sizes at ease, since the included 1TB may fill up faster than you think. This model is a Newegg exclusive, but it will be available with one 512GB SSD and a 1TB hard drive from other retailers for $3,649. In addition to the 2 GTX 1070 graphics cards in SLI, NVIDIA's dual graphics turn, the X9 packs a 2.9 GHz Intel Core i7 7820HK processor and 32 GB of memory. In other words, it's quite fast. Its PC Mark or conventional score, which measures general productivity, is high, generally speaking, but especially so when you consider the demanding 4K display, which consistently lowers scores on this test. Its multimedia test results were equally quick, better than average for gaming laptops, which are already superior to more standard machines. Obviously, with dual graphics, all eyes will be on 3D and gaming performance. Its scores on 3D Mark's CloudGate and more demanding Firestrike Extreme were among the highest we've recorded for laptops, if not just by virtue of dual-card laptops being fairly uncommon. Recently, only the EON17-X and MSI GT83 VR7 RF Titan SLIs, both with 2 GTX 1080s, were able to top its numbers. On the Heaven and Valley gaming tests running at ultra-quality settings, 1080p was unsurprisingly the breeze, favoring more than 100 FPS frames per second on each.